Welcome to AEW Fight Forever, Series 1, Episode 43. This is the first episode of Dynamite, oddly enough, and we've got a big show. We have 6 matches on the card. Actually, there's a bonus match, so 7 matches, one that's not up on the card yet. But first of all, we are going to solve the mess that was Group C. So Eddie Kingston, Darby Allin, Bryan Danielson all drew themselves into a 3-way match. Wardlow and Owen Hart will be taking each other on. The winner of those 2 matches will go on to the main event of this episode and take each other on for a shot at the AEW World Title. So winner will fight for the AEW World Title. The loser will fight for the TNT title. From there, we move over to our first match in our tag team tournament. We have Best Friends taking on Jurassic Express. Then we have Mr. Brodie Lee taking on Swerve Strickland for a shot at the TNT title at All Out. And then we've got a great women's match, a 3-way match between Toni and Nyla and Jade Cargill. The winner of that match will go on to take on Britt Baker for the AEW Women's World Title. And then we've got an extra wrinkle that I'll talk about when we get to the match. And then in our semi-main event, or our announced main event, we have CM Punk taking on Malakai Black for a shot at the AEW World Title at All Out. So we're going to hop straight into our first match, which is that 3-way from Group C.
This is a 3-way match set for one fall.
These 3-ways are very unpredictable. This is no exception.
Making his way to the ring, Darby Allin. And his opponent, the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. And Eddie Kingston.
All right, jumping into our opening matchup, we have Eddie Kingston, Darby Allin, Bryan Danielson in a triple threat to determine who's going on to face the winner of Wardlow versus Owen Hart in our next match. But interesting note here, Eddie Kingston has to be feeling some, walking into this match with some purpose of getting revenge, because Kingston's 2 losses in the tournament were to Danielson and to Darby Allin. So he goes in knowing both of these men have already beaten him. Wow, what an incredible Rana by Bryan Danielson there. But Kingston knows going into this match he has already lost to both these guys, and he's got to make up for that, and hopefully pick up the victory, or at the very least not be the one to get pinned here or submitted. So we'll see who moves on and who's picking up the victory, while we see Danielson and Darby lock up for a second there.
two. One, two.
And Darby Allin picks up the win. He pins Bryan Danielson.
Man, what a match. I'm so glad I was here to call it.
So let's find out who his opponent's going to be in our next match. Is he going to be taking on Wardlow or Owen Hart?
The following contest is set for one fall.
All right, fans, here we go. An exciting match standing by.
Making his way to the ring, Wardlow. And his opponent, Owen Hart.
So this is our first big rematch from the group stage. There will be another one tonight. Darby Allin is already locked in there. But this is a rematch of from a later tournament match. Wardlow actually picked up the win over Owen Hart. Owen's other loss was to Eddie Kingston. But Wardlow, he's had good momentum. It's going to be interesting because Owen actually beat Darby in the group stage. Wardlow lost to Darby in the group stage, so there will be an interesting piece there of who's going to pick up the win. Is Darby going to feel like he has the advantage? If Owen wins, or is he going to feel like he's at a disadvantage? So we'll see what happens there, but for now, Wardlow has to walk into this match with some confidence, knowing he's already beaten Owen Hart once in the tournament. So Wardlow picks up the victory, power bombs Owen Hart through the mat.
There is your winner, Wardlow.
What an amazing match we had tonight.
So Wardlow will be taking on Darby Allin in our final match of the episode to determine who fights for the AEW World title.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall.
This is going to be an exciting tag team match.
So for our next matchup, we've got
Making
Best
their way
Friends
to the ring, Best Friends.
taking on Jurassic Express in our tag team tournament. This is the first time we've done tag team matches.
And their opponents, Jurassic Express.
The first time we've done tag team matches so far, obviously. We'll find out who the other side of the bracket is in the next, or at the end of the episode, but you can probably guess at this point. We've got Luchasaurus and Chuck starting out in the ring, and we'll see who picks up the victory here, and is going to be fighting for the AEW tag team titles. All right, Jurassic Express wastes no time. They pick up the victory. They will be fighting for the AEW Tag Team titles at All Out.
We just saw.
This bout is set for one fall.
This is going to be an exciting match.
Making his way to the ring, the exalted one, Mr. Brodie Lee. And his opponent, Swerve Strickland.
So now we have Brodie Lee taking on Swerve Strickland, both runners up in their groups. Brodie Lee runner up in Group A, Swerve Strickland the runner up in Group B. Brodie's losses were to Ricky Starks and to CM Punk, while Swerve's losses were to Pac and MJF. Pac also beat MJF, was MJF's only loss of the group stage. So really interesting here. We'll find out which of them is moving on to All Out to fight for the TNT Championship.
One, two, three.
Swerve picks up the victory. He will be going to All Out and fighting for the TNT Championship.
What a match we just saw.
This is a three-way match set for one fall.
These three ways are very unpredictable. This is no exception.
Making her way to the ring, she is the native beast, Nyla. And her opponent, Jade, Cargill. And Toni, Storm.
So the women of Group B come out firing. We have an interesting structure here. So whoever wins will be going on to All Out to fight for the Women's World Championship. Whoever doesn't get pinned or submitted. So the other piece to the puzzle. Whoever wins or doesn't get submitted will be, or whoever doesn't get pinned or submitted will be going on to fight for the TBS title. During the group stage, Jade Cargill beat Nyla Rose but lost to Toni Storm. Toni Storm beat Nyla Rose but lost to Jade Cargill. And Nyla Rose beat Jade Cargill but lost to Toni Storm. So kind of a triangle here that we're rectifying with this three-way match to figure out who is going to be fighting for the AEW Women's title at All Out.
One, two, three.
All right, and with that pin, Toni Storm pins Jade Cargill. Toni Storm will be fighting Britt Baker for the AEW Women's World Championship. And Nyla Rose will be taking on Ty Mello at All Out.
The following contest is set for one fall.
All right, fans, here we go. An exciting match standing by.
Making his way to the ring, CM Punk. And his opponent, Malakai Black.
So our last two matches are big matches in the grand scheme of things. For this one, we're going to find out if Malakai Black or CM Punk will be fighting for the AEW World title at All Out. Malakai Black comes into this match at 7-0, completely undefeated through the group stage. CM Punk's only loss was to Cody Rhodes during his group stage, so he's 6-1. But the winner here will be going on to fight for the AEW World title. CM Punk picks up the victory over Malakai Black. Malakai Black's first loss of the series so far.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
What a match we just witnessed.
The following contest is set for one fall.
What a match this is going to be.
Making his way to the ring, Wardlow. And his opponent, Darby Allin.
So Wardlow taking on Darby Allin. As I said earlier, Darby Allin beat Wardlow in the group stage, so should be coming in pretty confident. Had a tough triple threat match that he was able to win, or three-way match that he was able to win. Wardlow came in with a win over Owen Hart earlier in this episode. We are about to find out who is moving on to fight MJF on our first episode of Rampage, which is the next episode of the series. The winner of that match will go on to take on CM Punk at All Out for the AEW World title. Wardlow picks up the victory over Darby Allin. Wardlow will go on to face MJF on our next episode, which is Rampage.
What an exciting match we've had tonight.
MJF sitting at 6-1. Wardlow now 6-2 overall. But that will be our main event on Friday. We also have Darby Allin taking on Adam Cole for the TNT Championship at All Out, as well as